Good morning, friends. Hi. Say hey when you're hopping on. We are gonna do hair and makeup today. Both Ophir and Launch have a huge sale happening. So if you haven't checked that out, I put the links in the description of the video. I'm making a mess. I am like almost right on time today, which is really exciting. We've been moving and it is just so busy to move. Hi. Hi, Olga. Hi, Angela. Good morning, Laura. A little bit of trim fit to start our day. I was going to do Pilates this afternoon, but there's no space available. And it actually worked out great. The girl who does our nails, she doesn't have like a shop, but she will come to your house. She's just getting started, but she is so talented. And so she's gotten started, but she's gonna do a little wreath on this one and some mistletoe, and I don't know, so she's working on Lola right now, but she comes to your house. And so amazing. So we're doing that, so it worked out. If I haven't had my toes done in about 3 months, they literally have like this much polish left on some of them. It is embarrassing. And so, needless to say, I'm really grateful that she's gonna do that. So she's doing Lola and Lexi's, and I'll finish mine after. All right, a little bit of jellyfish peptide on the eyes for all these tired, sleepy eyes I have going on. What has everybody been doing today? I got in a Dolly Parton cookbook, and I told Adam my New Year's resolution is I would like to do a recipe out of a cookbook, like try something new once a week. I feel like that isn't too crazy, and that's very realistic, to do one meal a week to be something new. So I got the Dolly Parton cookbook, and then a friend of mine has a cookbook, and I got her cookbook, and I thought maybe we could do one cooking live a week that was just trying something new. All right, going in with some primer. I had it yesterday, so I know it's gotta be here. It's on the table. Okay. I love Ophir's Skin Prep Dewy Primer. So if you haven't ever tried it, it's so good on. We're gonna do, so I listed Ophir and Launch today. We're gonna do the easiest, fastest curls and a pretty quick makeup. Just a real life look. Okay, going in with Coriander. This is my lighter shade, but I haven't been tanning. I didn't need to, but add that to my list. I was gonna do a live last night and read Luke 3 with you guys, but we had no power. So the power in Puerto Rico is a little unpredictable, and for whatever reason, around the time I was gonna do it, I hopped in the shower, and while I was in the shower, the power went out. We are still waiting for the generator to be installed, and luckily it was only for like an hour, and we've got like little backup lights, but it wasn't enough to do a live with. So sorry about that, friends. Ooh, watching from Southern Indiana. Where's everybody else from? Texas. Launch is on here with us. They're going to give away a Laduo for every 100 shares. So Hello Launch. I had somebody message this morning. I was like, I've never bought from them. What products would you recommend? And so it really depends on what your hair needs are, but I always recommend like a good shampoo and conditioner, and that helps repair. And then I love their glass hair. It is a thermal heat protectant. You can't go wrong with glass hair. And then marula oil is something I always use like after styling. It helps with frizz. I thought I washed my face really well in the shower last night, but I guess it was the no power thing. I had no idea that I had so much leftover makeup. But Georgia, Illinois, look at you guys all over. If you want links for anything, like shirt, trim fit, Lange, Ophir, anything like that, if you drop the word me below, it will just send it to you in your inbox. Okay, we're gonna go in with setting powder in the shade medium. This stuff's amazing. Who's doing Christmas shopping? Anybody? I bought my first 2 things this week. I was like, and then I started to go on to get some things from Amazon, and some of them are shipping to arrive after Christmas. So if you're wanting to get your things in, like by the cutoff, don't wait. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I gotta get on it. Not everything was like that, but you definitely still can get things. If you buy today, you can still get them in time for the holidays. But I was like, oh, I feel like November did not feel like Christmas time, and then it became December 1st, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I don't know if it's just because we were moving or what, but it just has not felt like a typical year. And now I'm like, I have so much to do in 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, you're in Ontario, Canada, in a snow globe. Send me pictures. Stephanie, oh, I love snow so much. I now live in the tropics, so I won't have snow until I go somewhere snowy, but I love the idea of snow. It's just so... I told my nail girl, I was like, we are going on a family ski trip, and we're gonna go to Canada. And I was like, after Christmas, I was like, I'm gonna have you come over and we're gonna do ski nails, like little skiers and a ski scene and snowflakes. And I was like, how fun would that be? A little bit of ski nails. Do you guys ever do holiday nails? I get my nails done probably once every 5 weeks is about like, I would love to go like 2 to 3. That would be amazing, but I just haven't seemed to make that work with my schedule. So it's been about 5 weeks when they're literally breaking off or halfway up your fingernail. And so it turns out to be, well, 11 or 12 times a year. And so I try and do like as seasonally. So I'm like, this will be my Christmas, and then I'm gonna do the ski. But there's something about it, like, and anytime I can, I'm like, oh, I just love it. And this girl, she's so good, and she charges $14 to do designs, and you can do them on all your fingers for $14. And so I'm like, yes. But she's really talented. So I always am like, ooh, let me find a cute Pinterest. Because sometimes, you know, when you've gone to people and it's like, you show a picture, but it never looks like the picture. And I'm so jealous that I can't paint. I want to be able to draw and paint so bad. She's so talented. I'm like, oh, you should paint decorations for your house. Are you a natural painter? Like, did the Lord bless you and you are a chosen one? You can paint or you can sing. What's your talent? What is your talent? Drop it below. You're a good cook, or you brag about yourself for a minute. If you haven't bragged about yourself lately. Are you a good decorator? Are you a good what is it? A little bit of apricot on the lid. Starting to find all my things, which is exciting. Okay, so this is gonna be just our full face, full hair. I used to always do hair and makeup together, and I just love a good transformation. It's one of my favorite things where you hop on and you're like, it looks like you crawled out from under a bed. And then by the end of it, you look like you're ready for the day. There's just something so satisfying. Okay, if you haven't already shared this video, Launch is giving away a Le Duo today. This is the Le Duo Grande. Everything is on sale, like big time sale. I believe 70% plus an extra 15%, or whatever. The codes will automatically apply in your cart, whatever is going on. Summer tools are like 30%, some are more like significantly discounted, but there are deals. So if you're looking for like some hair care starting as low as $9, there's just a lot of good deals going on. So if you are looking for gifts or you're looking for things for yourself, check out that deal. Okay. You love to do anything crafty? Me too. I want to have a craft night. We took all the plastic off the kitchen table last night, and I'm like, okay, I could start making bows, or we could decorate gingerbread houses, or I called my friend Jenny and asked her, I was like, do you want to have a cookie decorating night or with our kids, or a gingerbread house night? She's like, yes, that sounds amazing. I was like, well, it might be in the midst of boxes, but we are together, and that's all that matters. I always feel like my nose starts when I use a brush, like to contour around my nose or rubbing things in. I feel like it makes my nose kind of itchy and a little runny. So sorry. Welcome to live. Whereas if I was doing a pre-recorded video, I would just cut that part out, but instead, I really feel like I should sneeze, but good luck making that happen. All right, almost done, and we're gonna get to hair. Might do a red lip today. This little nutcracker has red on. And I found a new way that I can make it work for, I just love holiday sweatshirts. I love sweatshirts in general. And I found if I wear shorts with sweatshirts, I can just get away with wearing them all the time right now because the weather has gotten a little cooler here. And I'll show you my little outfit. Okay. Ta-da! A little bit of crimson, if I can read. Boom! I love a really good red that has blue undertones and Makes your teeth look extra white. Ivory, lay down. Okay, let's get to it. Show you this little outfit. These are like a high-waisted little balloon short, and then I just want to wear little shorts and a sweatshirt. And I feel like, look, it's so cute. Okay. Your nose runs every time you put your makeup on, so does mine. I absolutely hate that on a video. Okay, so I'm gonna just use my little volume as a hairbrush right now. These are also on sale. Once you're nice and brushed, that's when you want to start actually curling. If your hair is tingly, you're just not gonna have as pretty of curls. So I'm gonna use the Duo. This is like a flat iron and a curling iron made a baby. And it seriously is the fastest way I can do my hair. I found my box of hair supplies. If you're struggling with hair damage, I'm gonna put this in my shower. This is the Hydrotherapy. It makes your hair so shiny. It's a 7-second instant hair repair treatment. And then this Miracle is a shine spray. You can use it after you do your hair. We're gonna use that today. If you struggle with lift, when your hair is wet, put a little bit of root booster at your roots and it will really help with your lift. If I wanted extra shine, you could spray glass hair on dry hair or wet hair, and it's heat activated. It's a thermal heat protectant. This would be one, like if you could only buy one product, this is what I would tell you to get. It is incredible for the amount of shine you get to your hair. And then this is what I use as a finishing. It's a marula oil. I spray it all over, maybe like 6 squirts after I do my hair, and it allows you to get texture and shine without frizz. So, all right, a little bit of hairspray because you know we're gonna need it. Let's do it. You can separate your hair into sections if you want it to be like extra full. You could also rotate your curls from front to back or back to front. Okay, so I like to rotate towards the back of my hair. I typically do all of them rotating that way. And when I have about this much left, like a little inch, I like to have the ends a little bit straight. So that's a preference. If you're like, I hate that, then you could just continue curling all the way to the end and it will be curly at the end. But I leave a little bit out. I do have it as hot as it will go, and I work pretty quickly. If you're a little slower, you could turn your heat down. Okay. What's your favorite Launge product? Drop it below. If you shared this video, comment shared. They're gonna give away a Duo for every 100 shares. And depending on how tight you want the curl, the slower you go, the tighter the curl. I love that you can like straighten out your calyx. Like I tend to do like one little quick swipe to straighten it out and then start rotating. You can also get right at your scalp with this because this is not hot to the touch like a curling iron. So I can get really close to my scalp, which gives me a lot more lift. Okay, don't forget the back of your head, even though this part's boring because you guys can't really see it. You don't want to forget about it. Okay, we're going to start over here. Clamp down. I rotate towards the back of my head. If you have anyone who is a beginner that's needing a tool, I think this one is great because this is like what I started my kids on, because see how like I just bumped up against my ear, things like that. Like I have a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old who definitely want independence of doing their hair. Using a wand could be really dangerous. Whereas this, unless they just shove their hand inside of it, it is a very, what I would consider to be probably your best beginner tool. Or if you're someone who yourself is prone to burning, or maybe your hands are shakier, or you just are accident prone, this one is so good. I can't see any comments. I don't know what happened. We'll just keep going. Okay, I moved us over. They're installing our internet today. They have to bore under our driveway. So I'm making the best for what I have. Can you guys see me now? So this Laduo is a titanium plate as well, which titanium is good for hard to curl, hard to hold curl, just lasts a long time. Just kind of feel around. If you feel anywhere that you're like, I think I need an extra curl there, so do it. Pop back in and rotate. Penny, you have this one. It's the best. It's so easy to use. It really is so easy to use. Okay, so if I want more lift and I want my curls to be like a little more defined, I'm not going to run my fingers through them. And I'm going to go ahead and spray this section. Connection's better now. That extra 3 inches over really made a difference. It really did. It like actually made a difference. Oh, Molly, that would be such a good idea. She said one of your cute little headbands would look so good. I don't know where my headbands are, but as soon as, if I find them today, I will pop them in my hair because it would look so good with this. Again, if you've got any little like weird cowlicks close to the front of your face, I love this because you can just smooth it and then curl. I feel like, there we go. Does it get super hot on the outside? Your daughter had burned herself on your launch wand several times. I would not let your daughter use a wand. And just because it's so hot, it is like a 425 degree. Whereas this, like, I mean, it is warm and it blows out warm air, but the plates are hot. But this one, if I were to, like, this only gets like warm to the touch on the outside, which I feel like is why it's such a good tool for beginners. Because even I have burnt myself with wands. I love the look of a wand. I'm not dissing a wand. I love the look of them. And I think that they hold a great place. Right now, the ones are super affordable and they look beautiful. Beautiful bouncy curls, right? But I don't think like a wand is for everybody. Especially if you are not as good with the tool, although it does come with a glove, but, or if you're younger. Okay. How easy is this? So if you've been like, oh, I'm looking for the gift to give, I think this one's it. I'm gonna go right here, take smaller sections and start kind of rotating right close to the top. And that's just gonna give me, like, I do this typically with like 3 or 4 pieces that are a little smaller, because when they're smaller, you're gonna get a tighter curl. I start right there at the base. Again, I can go straight to, this is so good if you have shorter hair as well, because you can get really close. And I'm just adding in a couple of those smaller curls, go a little slower. Hold it right there. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Well, I haven't curled this side, so once I'm done curling, I'll do this one. Ooh, Lonja's about to give away their first tool, so be sure you share and comment shared, and they'll pick a winner. I also love it because you don't have to worry, you know, with a curling iron, if you clamp it and you go the wrong direction, because this is round on each side, you can decide whichever direction you go and you don't have those weird like kinks and crimps. Again, when I get to where I can only see about this much, that's when I'm gonna start like unraveling it. If you want your curls to look maybe a little rounder, I'm holding it right now like at a diagonal. If you were to take your curls and you can curl different directions to get a different look. So I'll show you on this top part. But if I wanted like a fuller, rounder curl, for example, then I could take it, I'm just gonna show you just like with this. Hold it more at a horizontal and rotate it this way, like curling under or curling up. And you're gonna be able to tell your curl looks totally different doing that. You see? By the way you hold your barrel. So it just depends on like what look how you want it. So play with it. Play with, also if you do one side of your head and you're like this, and then you do the other side like this, your hair will not look the same on each side. So, but that's like a little tip. Like hold it more horizontal. If you want that bouncier kind of curl, you can mix and match. Yay, we have our first winner, Manessa Proc. Congratulations. They put all the details on how you can claim your tool. Also, remember, I will never send you a message with an account with 2 followers saying, you're the winner, fill out this form. I will never ask you for your credit card information. I will never do any of those things. So if someone has ever taken my picture and started an account and says, you're the winner, I want your credit card, it is not me. Neither will launch. Like if you win freely. And so keep that in mind, because scammers are sleazy. Do not be fooled. I also love this because it applies like the perfect amount of pressure. I don't have to hold it down and clamp it down, whereas a regular flat iron is always open and you have to hold it down. This one is always in the down. So you just open it up to slide the hair in. And I have like my fingers and wrists normally in the winter bother me. So far, I feel fine, I guess because it's not cold, but I have like some carpal tunnel and some, so even to clamp it down, like by the end of doing my hair, sometimes my hands will hurt. And anyways, this is great for me because it doesn't do that. Okay, here we go. There are different sizes. So this is the Leduo Grande, and then they also have just a regular Leduo, which is an inch shorter. I would love if they would come out with like a bigger version. I think that would be amazing. Launch, if you're listening, like larger plate, like rounder barrel. I'd be so excited for that. But this, I'm gonna go in with those little tighter curls just to give myself a little extra body. If you feel anywhere that you're like, I think I missed somewhere, just go in and spin it around. Okay, here we go. Don't forget this little section right here. Rotate. That way your crown is nice and full. What is a family tradition that you do this time of year that you want to do forever, or that you really love, or something you've done and you want to do it? Like, what's a favorite family tradition? We saw on Instagram that there was a parade not far from our house last night, and we missed it. And I was like, oh, we haven't gone to a parade, and I love going and sitting and watching parades. So that's something that we're gonna try and do, is find a parade in our area where maybe we could watch a Christmas parade. Okay, I always have to feel around. I am the world's worst to forget the back. I will see a picture or a video of myself or something, and I'm like, what happened? So feel around. Okay, here we go. Turning it off. Gonna go through here with a little bit of hairspray. This is the Hold All medium working hairspray. It is not a stiff hairspray, so you can spray it and still move your hair around, which I love. If you have an event and you want your curls to just stay longer, I would recommend spraying it like this and then wait to brush your fingers through it for like 10 minutes. Just spray it really nice and then brush your fingers through. Just if you have like a special event, anywhere you want your curls to like maybe last you like very defined a little longer. If you run across a piece that's straight, just clamp it down and curl it. Okay, I'm going to spray in marula oil, which is a hydrating mist. And then I'm gonna just take this right here at the ends, and I like them a little straight at the ends. Not everybody does. If you don't have to do this part. I like it. I don't have to do it everywhere. I just kind of pick a few pieces where I'm like, oh, I want this to be a little straight at the end. Another reason I like this is because I don't have to like turn on a curling iron or a flat iron. After I've curled my hair, I can just use this tool. Okay, I do want more of a curtain bang look. I'm gonna pinch. Pinch, poke, you owe me a Coke. A little marula oil. Texture, shine, all of it without getting frizz. Ta-da! Hair is done for the day. You see, every now and then I'll just, you know, as you move your hair around, you might see one that you're like, how did I miss that? It's not a big deal. You just want to be sure you get it. I already turned this off, so I'm going to go really slow so that hopefully it curls it. Oh, you ordered the lunch straightener, you're excited. Their tools are so awesome. I thought I just had hair that couldn't hold curl. Like my hair is kind of the texture of a horse. And I was like, oh, I just will be that person who never can have their hair hold curl. That will be my life. And then I started using theirs and I'm like, oh, no, it was just the tools I was using. Okay, perfect. What a good day. How fun. I hope you have the best day ever. And great. If you wear red lipstick, check yourself. Make sure you don't have it on your teeth. Anyways, I love you guys and I hope you have the best day ever. I'm going to work on unpacking the millionth box. Oh, y'all. We're gonna